In today's video, I wanted to make a cake that looked like food. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I am back and posting. It's been quite a bit since I posted my last video, but I am back and filming a new video today. So in today's video, I wanted to make a cake that looked like food because that's like a trend now on TikTok and Instagram. You feel me? And so I was looking through some of the Yolanda Gamp's videos on her YouTube channel, How to Cake It, and I came across this one that looked like a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and I thought that would be really fun because there's texture, and yeah, so we're gonna try make a Popeye's chicken sandwich following Yolanda Gamp. So let's get into the video. Let's see. I got Orbeez. I got Orbeez.
I got Orbeez.
So to start out our video, or our process of making the cake, I'm first going to make a vanilla cake, which is Yolanda Gamp's recipe. And yeah, so we're just gonna go make our vanilla cakes. To start out our cake, I'm gonna start by sifting our dry ingredients together. So we have the flour, baking powder, and salt, and you want to do this just to make sure all of them are really nice and smooth. Next, we're going to add the butter and the sugar to the bowl of a stand mixer. You want to use a stand mixer because you're going to have to do a lot of creaming, so I don't think you want to do that by hand, unless you do. And now we're just going to let it beat until it's really light and fluffy. So here it's like kind of, sort of there, but now in this clip you can see how it's super light and really fluffy. And next we're just going to crack all of our eggs into a Pyrex measuring cup. This just makes adding them to the butter and sugar mixture a lot easier. So we have 4 eggs here. And now we're just going to add them to the butter and sugar mixture one by one like we mentioned before. And you want to make sure you do this just so like they can all get evenly incorporated and so it's all nice and mixed together. And then we're just going to add in our vanilla and mix until it's all smooth. And now I'm just alternating the dry mixture with 1 cup of milk, and you want to start and end with dry mixture. So dry, milk, dry, milk, dry. And then I put the finished batter into 2 6-inch pans and 1 5-inch pan and baked those off. Once they came out of the oven, I started to take off the paper from behind and work on carving and leveling my cakes. So for all the cakes, you want to take off as much caramelization as you can and make sure that they're really nice and light. And so for the bottom bun, I just cut the first cake in half, which is the 6-inch cake. Top bun, 6-inch cake, I just took off all that caramelization, and for the patty, I used the 5-inch cake and just cut off the same caramelization. And here's the finished cakes. See, they're nice and white, and then here's all of our scraps. So now that we made our vanilla cakes, I'm going to make some Italian meringue buttercream. And for those of you that did watch the show in season 5, episode 2, that is the buttercream that I was trying to make on the show. That did not completely go as how I wanted to
Fix it, so I just scrapped it. So
we're trying it again 2 years later. And yeah, so we're gonna go make the buttercream now. So first I added the water and the sugar to the pot and took that to the stove to get our Italian meringue buttercream started. And in that stand mixer, I added the egg whites and began to mix them until they were frothy. So here I am just separating all the egg whites. And once the egg whites are frothy, I'm just gonna slowly stream in the mixture. I did not do that the last time I made it, so make sure you do that right along the side of the bowl. And you're going to mix it until it's light and fluffy, and once it's light and fluffy, after you can add in the butter. I forgot to film that, but after this clip I added the butter and it was all smooth. Now we're going to start making the chicken. So this part is like a brittle, it's like a peanut butter brittle using cornflakes. And so we're gonna go make that and try and cover the cake in it. Yolanda's didn't actually cover it, she ended up just using the brittle as the chicken, but hopefully I'm gonna try use buttercream instead to just cover it. Like, she didn't use buttercream, but that's okay. And we're gonna hope that that works. So let's go make the brittle for the chicken. So to start out the peanut butter cornflake cereal mixture for the outside of our chicken, I started by putting the corn syrup into the pot along with the peanut butter, brown sugar, and butter. And after all of these ingredients are added to the pot, we're just going to take it over to the stove and cook it down until it's really nice and warm and bubbly and all those things are really nice and mixed together. After the peanut butter mixture came off the stove, I added a little bit of orange food coloring to give it more of a golden chicken color, and then I just poured that mixture over a bowl of cornflakes, and I kind of eyeballed the amount of cornflakes I used. I just used enough to make it stick together, and you want to wait to work with it until it's not burning hot, otherwise you're going to burn your hands. Once this was done, I started sticking the cereal to my crumb-coated chicken fillet. You kind of just have to pack it on there and really just press it together. It's easier to work with it when it's warm because the mixture is still kind of holding and sticking together, but once it cools, it'll solidify all together. So just keep it warm and then make sure it's nice and cool before you take it out of the fridge again. And now it is time to assemble our cake, or not assemble it, but like start decorating, I guess. And I'm not a huge person that works with fondant a lot, so wait, we're gonna go get the box. Wait, hang on. Have a lovely box of this Wilton fondant, and I didn't have time to make my own marshmallow fondant, so we're just using the Wilton one, because yum. So, got to start decorating our cake, and yeah. So unfortunately the footage of me making the bun somehow got deleted, so I'm just going to explain it instead. I used the fondant and I colored it using brown, orange, yellow, and red food coloring, and then I draped it over the side of the cake. Once that was done, I mixed extract with brown, orange, red, and yellow food coloring, and I brushed it on the side of the cake, and it gave it this like bun kind of baked look. And for the pickles, I took this light green fondant and cut them into super thick circles and brushed the outside with an extract dark green like brownie mixture and gave it some texture, and it came out really cool. So now that the brittle and the chicken and the buns and all the pickles and all of the decoration stuff is done, we're gonna put it together. Bada bing, bada boom. And this part is the part where everything and all of the work could, no, I'm just kidding. We're just gonna try and put it together and see what happens. So, yay, yay, yay. To assemble our chicken sandwich, I started by putting this orangey red color buttercream that I mixed cinnamon into to give it that kind of cayenne spice look for the spicy mayo, because that's what Yolanda did. And then I placed the pickles on the outside of the cake just so that you could see it a little bit better versus the inside. And then I just took our big little chicken patty. It fell apart a little bit, but I can, kind of just squish it back together and it's all good. And then I took some more spicy mayo and just put a little bit more on top to help the top bun stick a little bit better. And then I grabbed my top bun and put it on there. And after this, I kind of gave the top bun more texture too to make it look a little bit more natural, but that's the finished look. And here's the cake after I added the texture on the top, and yeah. Here are the finished photos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! See you next time!